What's going on, MSFers? Duelim here, back here with another video, and today we've got Cosmic Crucible Week 5 review and Week 6 defense. As you can see here, I did go 1-2 once again. I have been taking a pounding lately. I've faced a lot of Odins, which is pretty unfortunate, but it's kind of the reality of being this high up and still not having Odin. But I am on the second to last node, so there will be a video coming out regarding Dark Dimension 8 and my thoughts for the whole run and what you guys should do. So be on the lookout for that one. But right now, let's talk about Cosmic Crucible. So round number 1, we went against Decipher. So my attacks here in room 1, I used Cabal, Zemo, Red Skull, and it worked pretty well against a Noir, Black Knight, Quicksilver, the 2 new reworks for Night Stalkers. So this did work pretty well. Room number 2, we used Emma with Alpha Flight and used Kestrel over Sunspot against a Dorm Alpha Flight. So the Emma makes the speed mirror way better. Obviously, I'm going to win all the speed coin flips here. So my North Star goes first, my Guardian goes first, everything like that. Kestrel was for big damage because they put all the defense downs out there. So Kestrel with the pings, and then North Star takes the revives off. So this worked really well. Room number 3, we used the absolute weirdest combo I've ever seen in my life, and it ended up working. Shout out to Saw Owner for this one. If you don't know who he is in-game, he's Ska in-game. He is rank 1 in Cosmic Crucible on the leaderboards. The dude's, like, ridiculously smart, like, knows every kit front and back, so shout out to him. But it was Firestar, Cloak, Void Knight, Rolk, and Ares, and the way this worked is essentially Void Knight went first. Ares did not let them have safeguards, so Void Knight clumped and flipped all of their defense ups into defense down. Red Hulk, special down the middle, rewind all of them, offense down. Firestar, ult into all of them, bleeds, trauma, offense down. Cloak put the blinds out, then they literally did no damage to me. And then Ares did an ult down the middle, which is a drain, so it's a big damage, new stats, all that stuff. So this worked really well. I was actually kind of shocked. Room number 4, we've got Illuminati going into a Sus Orcus, absolutely deleting it. Really works really well here. Room number 5, APOC MOE did great into a Extreme with Rogue and Photon. The Photon really didn't do anything here. I was kind of surprised to see it here. I'm not really sure the point of it, because Photon has the same passive as Nightcrawler, where their teammates can only be affected by slow. So like Emma doesn't do anything here, but I don't know, it didn't do anything. And then room number 6, double sack SD Eternal. So I played pretty much perfectly. Unfortunately, my opponent had Odin on offense, so he was able to do some things. So room number 1, he used Captain Britain Mercs for money against this, and it worked really well. Room number 2, he used free-to-play Illuminati against Superior 6, because obviously Superior 6 gets deleted by this. Room number 3, he did drop a fight here. APOC tangled Nova BTS, could not beat the Annihilator's BK room, and then he came in with new Warriors. Room number 4, he did Kang, Zuggs, Cabal, and it did not go the best for him, actually. Almost took a turn for the worse pretty quickly, but he had Kang in here to carry. Room number 5, this struggled big time. I watched the replay on this, and Green Goblin Classic was 1 health on like 3 different occasions, and if he died, this would have won, and I would have won the round, but it's okay. It is what it is. And then room number 6, SD Eternals with Odin. Now, do not be fooled on this. This was not pretty, and this was a lot of RNG. If Ghost Spider ended up putting an ability block on Odin, he would have lost. If Pav ended up targeting Odin with the ultimate from Pav, he would have been deleted. There was a lot of good RNG that he got, and Odin just barely squeaked this one out. But do not look at this and go, oh, this is a surefire one-shot from Mephisto Spider Society. This goes bad really quickly, even with a big Odin, so be very careful. Round number 2, we went against Name 81. First attack, we used SD, which when I say SD, it's just Black Cat and Robbie, Echo and Eternals against a full Spider Society in room 1. You can also just use SD Echo, dropping the Strange, obviously, and it goes just as well. Room number 2, we used Illuminati against their Illuminati mirror matchup. Goes really well. Room number 3, we did an Infinity Watch sack, and then we did an APOC Rolk, MLF, Nova, and Emma comp here. Worked pretty well. A little bit bad turn efficiency, but it's a win So I did have to sack it, though, because the team is so big. Room number 4, we did a Guardian Hive Mind. It got absolutely deleted. Then we did a Tangled Hive Mind. Did not do well at all. Did kill the Dormammu, and then we had to come in with New Warriors, which ended up putting us in a massive, massive bind here. So here we used... This was the last room we were attacking, so we were down to the dregs. So I literally just used big characters who were going to survive a while to be able to sack the Black Knight and sack some abilities. Then came in with Cable, Alpha Flight, Kestrel. And it did not go very well at all. Did not get the defense down flip on Forge. I should have made North Star Skirmisher, but silly me for thinking G19 North Star was going to be enough, but whatever. And then just barely squeaked it out with Ares, Doom, Vulture, Vol, and Silver Surfer. This was rough. And then in room number 6, we did do a one-shot against Mephisto Hive Mind here. We did a Kang, Titania, Cabal, and it absolutely deleted it. And then on defense, my opponent used APOC Rolk, Tangled Cable against the my Old Man Logan comp here, which did really well. Room number 2 used a sack for an Infinity Watch and then used New Warriors, which did struggle a little bit. I'm kind of surprised New Warriors was able to get through this, but good on them. Room number 3, Ares, Mercs for Money, did really well against a Black Knight. Black Knight Annihilators, kind of surprised this one-shot, honestly. So that was pretty awesome. Room number 4, he tried an APOC Rolk Tangled Absorbing Man, which has worked on this team in the past. Did not work here, though. I wish I could see why. And then did a Kang Tits Cabal, so that worked great. Room number 5 used Superior 6 with Mysterio and Vulture. Worked pretty well. And then room number 6, double sack SD Eternals. This was just barely a loss here, so that was kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then in round number 3, we went against Keel, who also had Odin. Room 1, we did SD with, or Superior 6 with Echo, and it absolutely rolled this room. Would have been an 83-71 if Echo didn't get hit by some abilities here, but this went great against an SD Noir. Room number 2, we did Illuminati against a BK Orcus Doom comp here, and it worked really well. Room number 3, we did Ares, M for M. Ares did absolutely nothing here. Ares should have been used somewhere else or just not used at all, but yeah, Ares did nothing here. Room number 4, we did Cabal, Kang, and Titania against a Odin Extreme, and it was an easy one-shot, honestly. I am hearing there are some defenses with Odin that are not able to be one-shot by this Kang Cabal Tits comp, but I have a feeling Illuminati would do just fine against it. But it's interesting. Odin, I think, should be used for offense, but that's just me. Room number 5, we did a double sack and then SD Eternals here. And then room number 6, we did a Weaver, Cable, Emma, Rolk, APOC going into a Super Scroll, Dorm, a Night Stalker's rework, and then Morgan Le Fay. And then my opponent did a Weaver, VK, MOE against my pre-taunt with Hive and Noir, which was pretty interesting. It was just a lot of speed, but this is a big team to take off the board. If I'm taking away Hive Mind, MOE, and Weaver to take out one room, that's a win in my books. Room number 2, he did Eternals, BTS, Rolk, APOC. It did okay against an Alpha Flight BK, but again, it's Alpha Flight BK. It's 4 idiots and Black Knight. So if it's taking an APOC, Eternals, Rolk, BTS, I'll take it. Room number 3 did M for M with Quicksilver here. Obviously, M for M's going to delete this with no sus in here, which is fine by me. Again, he used Logan here. Room number 4, Illuminati taking out my sus Orcus. Room number 5 ended up doing Cabal with Vulture and Ares. Vulture did not get a crit turn 1, so this turned south for him pretty quickly, and I think actually ended up winning me the matchup on efficiency because I ended up winning by like 10 points, so I think this is the reason why I won. And then room number 6, this was also another reason why I won. He ended up using Superior 6 here after the double sack, and Superior 6 after the double sack is just not as good as SD Eternals. That was another 5-point difference there. So that room ended up winning me there. So I won on efficiency by, I think, 11 or 12 points. So we are sitting at 19-18. We are ranked 265. We're in Masters 1 now. We did drop out of Masters 2. So let's see here. Also, shout out to Old Man Logan and my alliance beating Dark Dimension 8. If you guys can't see it, he just beat Dark Dimension 8, I think, again. Actually, that's like his 5th time. He's running through and doing timed runs. He's an animal. All right, so for my defense, you did see it for round 3. I'm going to keep this defense. So I am going full offense. I've realized anything I put on defense will not stop anybody I'm facing because of how high I'm ranked and the fact that pretty much everybody has Mephisto around me. So my thought process is if they have Mephisto, I have to go for kind of one-shots everywhere because I know they can one-shot my Mephisto on defense. So I need enough offense to be able to pull that off. So that's my plan here. So I'm going to show you my defense, and then I'm going to show you all the tools I have for offense so we can kind of go over it. So in room number 1, we've got a super good comp that can really, really mess with people if they don't bring a fast enough team into it. Like you saw my opponent did Weaver, MOE, VK. So we're going to do Squatch as a pre-taunt just to kind of mess with New Warriors if they try to New Warriors this. And then Noir because he's super, super fast. Carnage for the speed for Hive Mind, and then 2-piece Hive Mind characters, obviously. This can go really well for me, honestly, if they target someone, get those assists going out there. And if they try to use like New Warriors Echo, then they can't use the BTS as well to get the taunt off the Sasquatch. So then they're stuck on the Sasquatch, and then they can't rewind Void Knight and Red Goblin. So make sure you have this placement if you're going to use this. Room number 2, it's 4 idiots with Black Knight. The 4 idiots are large, and they do some damage because they spawn with offense up. Also, I said do, haha. They spawn with offense up because of Guardian. We have 3 diamonds on Guardian now because of Kill 'em Tower, which is great. North Star is farmable now, so hopefully I can get some red stars and some diamonds on him before the next round starts. And Black Knight's here just to make this room super scary. So if somebody tries to greed this with a New Warriors, they might get stuck behind a Black Knight and absolutely lose their face. So that's pretty awesome. Room number 3, we're going to do full Annihilators because it's still taking a good team. It's going to take an APOC Rolk. It's going to take an APOC Tangled. It's going to take like an Ares Tangled. Or it's going to take an Old Man Logan. So I'm fine with any of those being taken in this room. Thanos will also be 6/6 by the time the next round starts. I'm 1 milestone away from getting the rest of the shards I need for 6/6, which is great. Silver Surfer provides some awesome resistance to the team, 50% resistance, which is pretty awesome. So this room is no slouch, even though there's no Super Scroll in here, no Mephisto in here, anything like that. Room number 4, we've got Sus Orcus. I do have Scientist Supreme at Healer ISO 3, so Cabal can struggle here big time now because Scientist Supreme is going to clear the vulnerables that are going to be put out by Iron Patriot passive. So this could be pretty interesting. I'm interested to see how this room works out for me. But even if it doesn't work out, it's still taking a really big team, which is working out in my favor. Room number 5, we have Dorm Extreme. I did not end up taking up Dorm to gear tier 19 because I'm about to unlock Odin, so I need to have red gear for him and the Night Stalker. So my Mystic gear is in the negatives right now. It's really rough. So we're going to keep this team here, though, because this takes a big team to take out. And when people try to use Superior 6 here, it can fail or it can be super inefficient, so I like it. If they try to use MOE here, it's not fun either. And then in room number 6, Mephisto with Spider Society. We are going to keep this. This is my pretty much guaranteed double sack room, unless they have Odin on offense. But then if they have Odin on offense, then I know I have to try to one-shot their defense everywhere. So it's kind of a teeter-totter matchup depending on what they have on defense and what they have on offense. So my tools for offense are going to be hand minions, obviously. No. So I got APOC, obviously. APOC's great to go into some of those to Super Scroll rooms. APOC Rolk is always a great combo. I have Illuminati. I have MOE. I have Superior 6. I have Old Man Logan. I have Cabal. I have SD. I have M for M. I have pretty much everything. New Warriors, Hive Mind, Eternals, Tangled. I have everything for offense here. Because I think it's the offense meta for those who are not Krakens and can't stop rooms. Like my Annihilators with Sus are not going to stop anything. People can still one-shot it because I'm going against Krakens. So this is going to be my idea for defense for week number 6, I believe. So pretty much nothing on defense, just efficiency sinks and spreading people thin. Black Knight in room 2 makes this room 2 just scary in general, even though Alpha Flight's not that scary. Room number 1, Sasquatch can mess with the New Warriors, mess with the speed, stuff like that. Assists going out, so if they don't take a fast team in here, they can get caught off guard. Room 3 is just a big team that's going to be an efficiency sink. Room 4, people are going to take big teams into this, which I'm fine with. Room 5, efficiency sink, and then room 6, the same defense everybody's running. So I'm hoping I can double sack, one-shot everything better than somebody else can because I have everything on offense. Or I could just one-shot everything because I'm going against Odin. So that's going to be my plan for week number 6. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys do use my defense, let me know down in the comment section below how it ends up turning out for you. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.